this movie.
Who
Who else? Did anybody else see a movie by Edgar Wright called Hot Fuzz?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's not the plot. It's all how they shoot it.
I'm going to come out right away and say this movie.
Jared, shit in After Hours. Like it's the same. Throwing everything.
This movie is an unintentional comedy.
Oh no, it's an intentional comedy.
Oh. Okay, well, this movie sucks as both a comedy and a thriller. This movie just fucking sucks.
I don't know.
Oh no,
it does not suck. I think it's good, man. I think it's good.
I think Nero is so oddly great in this.
Why is everybody? Juliette Lewis is the only good actress in this whole fucking only good performance.
Phenomenal.
I think everyone's at the top of their form.
No, everyone is not at the top of their form. Everyone is at the top of their volume. Everyone is at 12.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
And why is Jessica Lange playing it like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? What the fuck is going on, dude? The whole time.
Here's my thinking about this. Okay, he just finished Goodfellas, and everyone thought Goodfellas was the second coming of Gone with the Wind.
It is.
The thing is, he said, I'm going to do whatever I want. So, he switched movies to Spielberg with this, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was going to make Schindler's List.
He was going to make Schindler's List, and so he gets to
fucking imagine Martin Scorsese.
Neither can I. But either way,
I would rather probably see.
I want to go to that parallel universe and watch that.
There is one term I'm going to say about Cape Fear. It's exuberance. Scorsese is exuberant about everything. There's
it's the artificiality of it. Yeah. Look at the matte line around his head.
He's not even trying. There's crazy acting. It's intense.
But he announces from the get-go with the music and the opening titles. What kind of you're on a ride?
This is a thrill ride.
They're using the original score from the 1962 version.
What would this film?
Is that what that is? We're listening to?
Yes.
Because I thought it was a sort of almost a parody homage to a movie that's
it's Elmer Bernstein.
Musically it's so out of style. It's so out of
that's because he's literally using.
This is Bernard Herrmann's soundtrack from the original 60s.
Elmer Bernstein.
Elmer Bernstein.
Right. They re-recorded it, but it's the same music.
It was
some music that Bernstein wrote that he didn't use in the 60s.
Yeah. But I think that's it was a brilliant move on his part because he positions you as the viewer to know what you're getting just with those opening titles.
He's like,
I don't think I was laughing.
This is not realism. This is the throwback to another time. It is absolutely pumped up. It's absolutely melodramatic.
It's on steroids. I don't think I was laughing when he wanted me to laugh, though. I was laughing, I think, because of some of the cuts and some of the performances were just so ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the end. Okay, and also, why is De Niro playing it like Freddy Krueger? Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? He's at like a 13, dude.
He's absolutely a 13. Yeah, 13 out of 10 De Niro's.
Joe Don Bakering all over this movie.
He was.
Also,
dude.
And bringing back the original cast of Cape Fear in small parts was great.
Well, and also, immediately after this, I
think it's fun. This movie is fun.
It is. It's fun.
I watched the original right after this, and
No, you're kidding.
Yeah, you know what a huge difference is? Robert Mitchum is fucking hot and sexy. And Robert De Niro in this is disgusting and white trash, dude.
He's
a gross pig.
Gross disgusting. Although he is in the best physical shape of his life in this.
He's ripped. But he's so gross.
I know.
Well, but Nolte's like 5 inches taller than him, so he had to do something.
Yeah, it was weird.
Right.
Well, I love that bit where, the end, he's talking about his grandpappy drank strychnine, his father handled snakes, and you realize he has a genetic upper hand on this entire thing. That's what we're dealing with here. This is like this.
But I'm just saying
white guy versus the kind of primal Appalachian force of nature.
In terms of watching De Niro's Max Cady.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah. But De Niro's Max Cady versus Mitchum's Max Cady. Mitchum, there's charm there. There's you could see why someone might be drawn to him, i.e., a young girl who's starting to experience sexuality for the first time. The best scene in this movie is the scene in the theater.
That's an incredible scene.
Yes.
Improvised.
Yeah, mostly improvised. Yes.
And again, just a kudos to Juliette. I do think Juliette in this film is the best performance. I think she's on fire. I think everyone else is just like too much, and she's just right in the pocket.
Giving
this performance. That's beautiful.
You've got this great performance. She's definitely playing herself as a 14-year-old or 15-year-old, right? With the braces and the whole line yards. You got De Niro, who's kind of like this perfect manipulator, and you got this set which is like this crazy fairyland sugar plum fairy set they're on.
But I think
It was a combination of images that almost made my brain fall out of my head.
But if De Niro, for me anyway, if De Niro hadn't been this white trash, disgusting, creepy looking dude, I mean, if he looked like Robert Mitchum, in that scene would have taken on a whole nother even layer.
Oh, also,
but the fact that he could be so gross and scummy and yet charm Juliette Lewis in that scene so convincingly, that's what made it so alarming. I mean, my ass, in the theater when I saw this the first time, my ass wasn't even touching the seat. When he put his fingers in her mouth, we'd already seen him nearly kill Ileana Douglas in the prior scene.
Yeah, I know.
But we know what this guy's capable of, and the way he just sort of insinuates himself into her mind.
Which I also, Ileana Douglas, who I think is a wonderful actress, she's also on a fucking 12 laughing so much that I'm like, okay, comment. Like, no one's that fucking drunk and happy. Like, stop it, dude.
I know. Have you spent much time in the South?
We're trying to look at this like it's a real, like
it's a real movie.
It's not. It's Scorsese's Evil Dead, man.
Yeah, this is thank you. It's Evil Dead.
Yes.
It's his victory lap, man. He's having fun here.
You realize
because he does more than one, because he does a dozen push-ins, it's his Evil Dead. Okay.
Also, think about the context. He's not doing gangster.
Everything is cranked up to 15.
Man, I love all the yelling in this particular. This is my favorite.
Boat is the funniest fucking thing I've seen in a long time.
What's this?
What's funny?
The miniature boat.
Yeah.
When they cut to the exteriors of the boat,
and it's a miniature.
It's so bad. And there's like no. I know the cut Chad's talking about where there's like hardly any sound effects and it just kind of goes like. Just,
in a way, this is making me think of Zentropa. You know, at some point, it's like the reality of everything you're watching just breaks down. I mean,
it's fucking sinking. Scorsese, De Niro is literally babbling in tongues.
Yeah, he is.
And it's also got that horrible shot of like his hand comes out of the water. And he grabs the. It's just so fucking.
That's my other screenshot.
That is so fucking stupid. Okay, it's like that is straight out of you know what I thought about?
But you're looking at it through the wrong lens, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, this is what I thought. I don't think I am because I said, when I watched it again, I saw it once before this and I forgot about it, I guess. But you know what this is? This is Scorsese doing De Palma.
Oh, that's a fair theory. That's right out of theory.
Exactly, that's right out of Blow Up. And De Palma always pushing in, always pushing in, always pushing in.
Yeah,
that's right out of Blow Up behind Chris. That's right.
Yeah.
And De Palma always did this sort of these kinds of stories, right? These kinds of
Also, the reasons why Martin Scorsese, and you can get the horn out if you want, always shot spherical. This is one of his first scope films. He wanted this film to look different. He's not in Little Italy. He's not in New York. He's not dealing with his usual goombas. He's in North Carolina.
Right.
It's out of context entirely in this film.
The air horn fell down.
We can go. I'll add it post. How's that? All right. Anyway,
I think in the theater the first time I saw this, if it hadn't dawned on me at that point that I was kind of watching a cartoon, when he comes out from under the car, he went all the way on the road trip with them, hanging underneath the car.
It's completely visible. Come on, that's
funny.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Him hanging on the car for like the whole trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but he had a strap.
Yeah. But that was great.
Fucking stupid.
But that tells you where this film is. It's a.
That's why Simpsons. That's why the Simpsons parody is perfect.
It's the refrigerator in the fourth Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, but the thing is, he's not trying to tell a realistic story. This is him again having fun, trying to entertain, trying to push as hard as he can. That's why the music's so loud.
This movie.
What would this film be like with? Imagine a version of this film with no soundtrack, with no score. Would it be worth watching?
At least 6 times better.
I know.
This movie really solidified for me that I do not like Nick Nolte.
Wow.
Come on, what are you talking about?
Oh man, I just
that's pretty
if
good.
I never see another Nick Nolte movie, I'll be.
We can have a short clip this week.
What's the best Nick Nolte movie?
48 Hours.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
All right.
Yeah,
also, though, he was very good. His last, I think, Oscar nom, or at least maybe it was a Golden Globe, was Warrior. It was quite good.
Yeah, he was good in that. You're right, he was good in that.
It's just a good film, and he plays the estranged dad, and he did fine.
I bring this up. this is like where Nick Nolte is making love.
See,
with
that's also some Brian De Palma type shit too.
That
But
no, it is. No,
Yeah.
that's why I'm validating what you said, because it goes negative.
Yeah.
But she has, she's orgasmic, so she's glowing from within.
Yeah.
Then there's a crossfade to yellow, then a crossfade to red to match the fireworks outside. It's like purely
Even looking behind Chris. That's very Brian De Palma as well, right?
Very,
Yeah, for sure.
no, it's very.
sure.
This is a very expressive film. This is all.
You guys, I think
De Palma would
this
have done it
discussion's
better.
making me like Brian De Palma better, because I've never been a big fan.
Oh, he's got some great
Ron
ones.
is
They're
wrong.
not all hits, but when he's good, he's very, very good.
You can make an
But I
argument
mean,
that you can argue argument that
Mission
that
Impossible.
Scorsese took De
Harry.
Palma and perfected it, if you want.
You could maybe you could say that.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
His early ones, even his earlier ones, are.
Sisters.
Sisters is very good, but what's right? Oh, I love Dress to Kill is amazing.
Dress to Kill.
Well, this is 2 years before The Untouchables came out, if I remember. Or was it?
Oh yeah, Untouchables is De
Another great
Palma.
movie.
Untouchables. No, Untouchables was 80.
No, Untouchables was 90.
No, okay, maybe you're right, but this was 91 or 92.
91.
It's just a style thing. I'm not saying he's a
The
bad filmmaker. I'm
Untouchables
just
is
saying
1987.
Whoa,
reacted
damn!
against-
Oh,
Boy, my
wow.
brain's not working.
I was
He's
close.
sort of got this B-movie sensationalism about everything he does, and it's never
Yes.
been my cup of tea.
Right.
But sort of seeing it through this lens of talking about this film, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm being too hard on it, and I should sort of try to appreciate it for what it is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I wasn't a big. I haven't seen that many of his films, and when we watched Blowout, I was kind of like giving it a bad review because I thought it was hokey.
It is.
I can see that.
It's hokey.
Yeah.
This is hokey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is well. Thing is that one of the reasons
You got to embrace the hokey, I guess.
I think when Scorsese decided to go with this blaring, crazy, loud soundtrack, he's trying to actually do a weird thing that he usually doesn't do in his movies. He's telling you to shut up and watch.
Has anyone seen the original?
Experience,
Right.
Dad watched it.
Yes.
Wait, no, you watched it. You
No,
watched it.
Anyone else seen the original?
The original, yeah, I'm sure I've seen it.
No, I
fucking
would like
awesome.
to though.
It's
I don't.
awesome.
I prefer this one because I think that the ideas that started out there for perfecting this one, they were holding back because there's still a lot of 50s.
Well, I think there's more. I like the
50s
writing.
Stone Code mores in that one that were not. They didn't want to.
But I like the script in the original
Yeah, like,
better.
you
I
can't
think
say
it works
rape.
better for the time period because, like in the original, when the woman who gets assaulted by Max Cady does not press charges or testify, it makes much more sense in the original than it does here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a valid
Okay.
point.
Well, the point I'm making, I made it earlier that there's this hooks up with Apocalypto.
What's
and
the theme, Scott?
The theme.
Oh, the theme.
The theme
And
is
now the theme.
reverting to our primal selves. That's what both these films are. Reverting to our primal selves. It's going back to what.
Well, we should have done Deliverance
At the end with Nick. This is Nick Nolte as a caveman.
Yeah.
With the big rock, he's going to kill the bad guy with a big rock. And he is all civilization stripped away, even his glasses.
Right.
And he's like, ah! And so this is.
We should
and
have
that's
watched Straw Dogs.
That was
then.
the point he was trying. Well, Straw Dogs is the same story.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, there's a couple movies like
Sam
this.
Peckinpah is the fucking
But
man.
this one was in Cape Fear, but the first Cape Fear, but this really emphasized it. This is all stripping civilization away.
I mean, really, this is sort of like our De Niro character is just attacking the nuclear family in this thing, and all it's just by his repeated efforts, he strips away all the veneer of civilization. Right?
It's De Niro, right? What's up with the terrible accent? I mean, it's awful. It's
I know, I liked it.
Counselor, it's so.
Again, you're looking through this through the wrong lens.
Martin.
Every criticism is something you should be enjoying.
Early in the production, Martin Scorsese.
Movies.
Yeah, in early in the production, Martin Scorsese complained that his accent creeped him out, so he would call him and leave messages on his answering machine. Oh, Martin Scorsese, it's me. I can't do it, but it's like, can you imagine?
Martin is me.
I love it.
Martin Scorsese is me. Counselor.
I loved his speech at the end where he's basically talking legal.
Also, okay, I'm looking through the wrong lens.
Defend.
I'm looking through the wrong lens, but if 3 dudes attacked you with a pipe, you would be dead. Like, he would never get up after.
They explain it later. This guy has superhuman genes.
I know he does, yes.
No, okay. Well, there's people like that who's taking.
It's a horror movie.
It's a horror movie.
Right.
It's like Myers.
You can't kill Mike Myers.
You
You can't kill Max Cady.
Well,
but also I think that those the thugs that they got in there. I mean, where'd they get those guys? Thugs Are Us? I don't know. There was like the dumbest.
No,
if anybody knows thugs, Joe Don.
Yeah,
Baker
Joe Don Baker. He knows how to hire thugs. You can just tell by the look of his office. But yeah, that's good stuff. You know, when I first saw this film,
Mitchell knows thugs.
I was managing the Metro, and the manager of Alexandria came over. No, the Galaxy said, "Come over, check this out." So I was sitting in the theater by myself and watched this whole thing alone. With the volume turned up to 11 because we were trying to test out the the THX system in that theater.
Mm-hmm.
So as you listen, tell me anything wrong with the THX. I'm like, dun 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 dun. Like,
you're like this the whole time.
My hair is doing like this. Exactly.
It's like that.
To say this film had
whatever it is, the guy getting blown up
too,
the Memorex guy in the chair.
To say the film had an impression on me.
The audience is now deaf.
Yeah.
Why did I think I saw this? I saw this at the Kabuki.
I believe that's where it opened.
Yeah, that's where I saw
it. At the big one, number 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Not the press.
This is one to see it. This is one to see in the theater.
Jessica Lange is like, it's like Sunset Boulevard shit. It's too much. It's too much.
You know, the only problem with her is her nose is too small.
She's still my beating heart.
I don't care. She looks fine. It's her acting is just.
Her nose is too.
No, seriously, she had something done. Her nose is too small for her face. She had some work done. I get this one of those things you pick up, you know. Yeah, sorry, man.
I was never once thinking about her nose.
That's all I could focus on.
I was thinking about her overacting.
Okay, there it is.
Everybody is overacting in this movie.
Except Juliet.
Yeah, well, she was
Juliet's just acting and being like, I've got my first shot at a Martin Scorsese movie. I'm a kid. I've trained. Here we go.
And she owns it. She does the bookends on the beginning of the film.
Oh, she brought it, dude. She brought it.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
What an arrival. I mean, is that her first picture?
Yeah,
it might be.
I had never seen it before, and I was just like, holy crap.
Immediately.
She's someone's daughter, though, right?
Jeffrey Lewis.
Yeah, that's right. So exactly.
Also, Nick Nolte was like the 8th choice to play the.
Yeah, I believe it. You can tell he was kind of hired
They
up.
wanted like Beatty. They wanted all kinds of people, and everybody.
Probably anyone would have been better.
That's too bad.
Warren Beatty. They wanted Warren Beatty.
Yeah. Can you imagine Jack Nicholson? I
kind of like that because he's like Nick Nolte seems tougher to me than Warren Beatty, so I would rather see Warren Beatty.
I think Harrison Ford would have been a good choice.
That was the choice. They wanted Harrison Ford first.
I think he would have been a good choice.
That would have been great. God,
I know.
Harrison Ford plays the square dad guy really well.
Yeah, Mosquito Coast kind of thing. Yeah, it is.
The Fugitive.
Harrison gets frustrated super well on camera. Like his frustration is palpable.
Anyway, he's great. He's a good actor. That's all I wanted to say, really.
Okay, good enough.
Harrison Ford's a really good actor.
Yeah, it would have to be Snakes.
Show.
What do you think about Nolte? It may have been like the 5th choice or 6th choice, but he's
I think Nolte can be good. I mean, I don't hate him as much as Tad. He can be good, but he might be an acquired taste.
I don't even hate him. I just don't like him.
He's such a big, tall, pasty white guy. You know what I mean?
He's a big, tall, pasty white. Maybe that's why I don't like him.
That's probably why he works. That's why he works so well in the beginning. He's this guy. You would believe he is a lawyer in a medium-sized town in the East somewhere. He's this big, tall, pasty white guy. He's in a country club. That's a big house.
Well, he's already got the smoker's voice, and then when he gets into,
I know.
It gets all, it just gets holy shit.
I know exactly. All right.
I saw that great that Sam Shepard played late Henry Moss, and him in person is a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Having said that,
I don't know. I got to give it like
for what it is.
Oh wait. Before we do it, one more observation before we get the thumbs. You're talking about the scene in the on the stage with De Niro and Julia Lewis. The scene before where he's talking to her on the phone and he's upside down.
Yeah.
What a choice! What a choice! Come on, that's just nuts.
You cannot.
It certainly has a lot of choices in it.
That's just them going back to like, hey, remember when we did Taxi Driver? That was fun.
More or less. Yeah.
So Tad, it's not the best choices, but it's the most choices.
This is a most choices movie. This is
what did Tad say? Which movie has the best style versus the most style? This is a most style movie.
This is the most. This has got too much style.
This is a lot of style.
Yeah.
Well, you like it head to head with Sledgehammer style. This is a film for you, man. All right, thumbs.
I'm either doing this or it's
Yeah, it's this.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you can give it the finger if you want.
Maybe it's like, okay, I see what they're doing, but
No,
fuck you. It's still.
I don't hate it enough to give you the finger.